this and that. And could you do me a favor and run a check on the game audio for me, because I'm worried it might have gotten wonked.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge and
Anyone. It's all the same.
Yesterday, he had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
You find $1 million stash of morphine, they want you to find all of it.
Put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
I mean, it sounds pretty good.
Just making sure.
Your voice is nice and clear.
Cool.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
Extra, read all about it.
Whatever you do, don't bash the paperboy. It's not his fault. And I'm going to drive away without you. See you, Roy. Is it Grand Theft Auto if you steal your partner's car?
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind. About time. This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know who'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Right, sounds to me like you're worried. You're worried because you're dirty. And you're trying to convince other people to be worried too.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle identifying.
This is gonna involve a fucking car chase, isn't it?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. What's going on here? This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons.
I'm a reporter, you idiot. I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
Parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Say, how about an exclusive when you bring it back?
How about go fuck yourself?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
Fuck
A
journalists.
red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I'm gonna need the car.
Time pyrotechnic display.
KTI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting Network.
I miss xylophones.
LAPD, sir. Can I have a
Yo,
word?
what the fuck?
Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
Wake up, Cole.
He's not getting away that easily.
Get in the car, stupid. Or don't, I don't care. Haha. Run into something else, why don't you? It's a nice car. What in the fuck was that shit about? Good hit.
Hands behind your head.
This is harassment. Understand? My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
False. It is illegal, apparently so, to be a communist. Triple homicide, you say?
Homicide guys are already inside.
1 plus 1, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1. Enunciated.
Kowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick. 26, former Marine. I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit. I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club. Who are the other Vics? 2 musicians, Middleston and Bowe. Get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD. Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're no peace.
Fucking Roy.
Mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
That is a mess.
Pump that some rounds into it. Certainly sends a message.
Yeah. It's a lot of holes. What's this?
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Bing. was weird.
What's that click?
Yo.
Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet. You should follow up on the musician angle.
That fucking place again.
Kept his stash close at hand.
Whew. Just an ordinary trumpet. Nice though.
Find anything interesting?
Extremely. Thanks for paying attention. Hey! It's my guy. There you go.
A new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Damn. No, don't float the hand. Go over there. Thank you. No missing wedding ring. An awful lot of cigarettes.
1,000 packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Did you say 1,000 packs to a carton? What? I'm gonna assume you said a dozen. Beauty. Entirely legal.
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet.
Wow.
Could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
They're legal, Cole! Fuck you!
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Catch all the good ones, fellas.
No shit, right? Damn.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
It's now the 187 Club.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You look like you're here anyway. What are you... What?
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
No, there was at least 8 dudes. You're really overselling it, lady.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
I mean, they're kind of dead.
Where do you think you got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
I think I've seen it all.
Excuse me, officer, I want to see.
What you want isn't important. Fuck off.
Juvenile delinquency is an ever-growing problem.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Is this a turf war?
Excuse me. I've got to sort through some unclaimed items right now.
A leggy dame.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
Thank you very much, Roy.
idea of making inquiries understood further.
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see this?
If you knew what she said, you just shoot her. I would.
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You have some very interesting tells.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
So stop buying, stupid.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Lots of blinking. No eyebrow twitch, but your face is all fuckity. Oh, you scared.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cognac. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very important. But words are just words. Cold Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the Mixon. Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
It's one thing to deal with crooks. It's another thing to deal with fucking ideologues. Thugs try to buy you. Radicals make speeches.
Just a scratch.
Vin, I risk losing the trail.
Phillips, what the fuck are you doing?
That's a good question.
LAPD. We're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
He's only a rider, so can't really help you.
Where's that goddamn waitress? LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Bevo along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
We've met.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it will be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that?
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Frankly, no. We're trying to find the result of a murder and a bunch of fucking morphine, not your problems. My God, his face is fetal alcohol syndrome.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Oh, you don't know.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Remember who you're talking to, Phelps. He's not just gonna tell you shit.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I think you do. Also, you look tickled.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. Put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Stripes.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it.
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us. Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working?
What the fuck?
Army surplus theft from the Coolidge.
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. Will do.
This way.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes and a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
I say we bust in there and find the
McGoldrick.
goddamn evidence.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I want to make honest. You know you pay me.
Parker?
I say we bust in there and find the
Oh.
goddamn evidence.
Enough to arm 3 companies.
Guy gave his wife a tat. I said all's fair.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
I want to make honest.
I mean,
Guy gave his wife a tat. I said all's fair.
This is the crate we recovered.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. Some of these guys are from my old unit. The rest are finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscle.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
I don't care.
well, this is fucking serious, isn't it? That's the balcony. Go downstairs. Get in the fucking sled, you goof. Get in the fucking car now!
All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
That was a weird Carome.
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code 3 identified. Unit 19 Adam, taking officer 59.
Someone's going way too hard. Bro, how are any of them still alive if he's actually trying? That mag's empty. That mag's empty again. Still killed him. Does he just default hurt me? Also, that man's a pro if he can reload a BAR that fast. I don't want to run today. Fine, I'll do what you want me to. Verily indeed. Sniper, Jesus Christ. That's not even a thing.
It's one of the BARs.
Really? Did you memorize the serial numbers? That's a magazine. Modeled very poorly.
Phone number and restaurant table. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
Name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And the cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking
Shut up.
Felix.
Shut up.
I don't need to hear your La Raza bullshit. Jesus.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Cool Ridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Looking real sketch, Marine.
I was down at the 111 pump this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
Nicely timed,
I
Mortar.
heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
You're gonna buy it back home sooner or later.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Well, they know you.
The dead guy on the roof works for Micky Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Micky Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wounds, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute. Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks, ma'am.
Well, time to go do the screw, so to speak.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Yeah, the papers. Go fuck yourself.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Some swell harmonies right here by Miss Evelyn Knight.
Man stared down his own fucking office. Officer candidate trainer. Officer instructor? Whatever. The NCO. Considering it's OCS, I'm pretty sure he's not a drill technically. What was that flashing light?
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice? No. You don't. Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
Really? You think?
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
He's gonna make this difficult.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
God, you're twitchy.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened? Do you really think a bunch of Marines can muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up. You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
That's pretty stone-faced.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of VARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Man, Sphinx.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Micky Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 VAR rounds in the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
He's got cotton mouth.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump. This $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
If Kelso was smart, he'd give it up because he's gonna save their lives at this rate. That said...
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Saying it like expecting to give up my own guys is technically an admission of sorts, so you didn't get nothing.
They just walked up and shot the man.
Hello.
2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get
Well,
after
they're
him.
going that way right now, in fact.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
What do you want, honestly?
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. It's no good. We need to get closer. Getting close. Steer him off the tar. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
One. That's a colossal headache. Is it a cult monitor? No, it's not a BIR. Please reflect where I actually shot him. It was in the face. I see nothing in his face.
An LAPD file. We have a
traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team side of them.
So you can't look at the other side of his jacket for some reason. Very nice.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
We get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quiet. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor?
Oh.
District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl. Detective. Administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie horde, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow. You would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
If only my telepathic powers function properly, I could just shoot Roy now. What am I fucking looking for? Jesus. This is all it'll let me see. And then I put it back. And then I try to go to the left, but it won't let me. Well, finally, fuck, what?
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Should just be running an APB on every location with every listed name. Jesus.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine. They're waiting for someone to crack it.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar.
spin him out. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
I already did it. What? Did his buddy fly out of the car?
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Tell us, Earl, do you just buy hats by the crate?
Watch the Ham and Galahad fight? Some mess that was. Anyhow, that's the top spot the time.
Phelps, pick up the phone, call other people, have units sent there that are closer. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, right. This is why we have backup. Phelps, badge number 1247, requesting everyone leave the fucking city so I can do all this shit myself. Again with this shit. Do it.
Throw out the guns. Wide open here.
No one cares. What are we looking at? All headshots all the time. Oh, are you alive? Sup?
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. Try. It was worth a try.
Why can I pick up that hand but not the one that's clearly holding a fucking note? What the fuck is going on with this game right now?
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Go to the jacket, the jacket. Getting upset. What else we got?
Looks like Sheldon's bringing his own fire team with him.
Or was? How are they gonna scrap with the cops?
Juicy, Beckett, Goldberg, Driscoll, these are good guys. I had to get wrapped up in this thing.
Not everyone has their wavering strange faith on guilt.
Hollywood. She goes aboard with George Washington for the first motion picture premiere on rails. The specially equipped
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Ah.
Light 'em up.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Keep throw out the gun. Give me some goddamn cover.
Sure is a rat bastard in here. Whoa!
Find some cover. They're making a run for it.
He just fell over like a fucking bowling pin.
Can't hit him from this distance.
Bullshit, you can't. Come on, pussy.
You're fucking dumb.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that hill.
KGPL to Car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol. 11K, I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Honk honk.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap,
No buts. This is more important.
California to be a secretary.
You're in interview too, Phelps.
there's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
Quack, you say?
Sheldon,
Oh.
is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir? You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but it's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Oh.
We know about your showdown with Cohen. I found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, detective.
That's not how interviews work, but fuck you.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes. That's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
That's a pretty tight expression.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, folks. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
What the fuck?
Certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
What is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? children. Consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
That is an excellent question.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Fine work. Should probably take your suitcase, Cole. Arson isn't a demotion. This isn't how fucking police stations work. Shouldn't you set this up before? You know, whatever. I don't ask how arsonists work.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German hoof, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Till then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. If you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Man, he's cantankerous.
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
I mean, it's a fire. It's
Wipe it, put it down in my sap.
really only goes one way.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
That's him. That's the cop. He tried to poke me in the nose.
Christ.
A couple of
At the very least, I am glad to be out of Vice. They sucked. People suck. They all suck.
How long have you been working arson? We can do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, chest puffed out, little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't give me the time of day. And now you need somebody. That somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Wouldn't give me the time to think. That's your insecurity talking, not me. You never said hi. Didn't try. I'm about the job. I'm sure you'll find that consistent.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. You have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. It's like the only thing they ever won in their lives. Come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lee is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Win a vacation, lose a house.
Remember the dead lady we found under the train? Solved the case. Bar flies and murder.
Yeah, nothing. Lucky it's not still hot, Phelps. takes some chutzpah to work a scene where all the evidence is melted.
Incidental.
Mr. Stebbins? Cole Phelps, Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time. Could we have a word?
Don Stebbins.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Look, I'd appreciate it if we could get this over with.
I didn't want to talk to you yet.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Fucking cheese.
I believe in the cheese.
I don't.
Dirty cops in the newspapers.
Rips halfway like that.
Yeah, that sucks.
They don't make plastic like they used to. Now it's all sissy and shit.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stebbins?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Whoa.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
That's kind of convenient.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. And my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stephens.
All right.
What's with him? You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Remember the dead lady we found under the train? Solved the case. Focused on barfly. Murder.
You know? Honestly? You burned down my house to get me to sell? I'm gonna double the price. Because fuck you. What can you do to me now, son of a bitch?
That's the creep. He walked out on his wife. Phelps, badge 1247.
How can
need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
You have an address for it?
There is one listed here.
Good timing on the
Beverly
ding.
and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Honkity honk, honk, honk. I thank you.
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is going to be one of those 15-minute rides. I guess the answer is yes. Jesus. doing Pulp Fiction again?
I don't like the look of this.
You know the drill. Hand over your money to get used to breathing dirt.
All right, just take it easy. Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
Ass.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. LAPD. Try shooting someone with a gun of his own.
Piece of shit.
Reserve for our soldiers. Homes begin at $5,000. Let's take a quick intermission for news from Washington.
This is going to be a bit of a trip.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
The goddamn armed robbery. It's not that far away.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
This is 11K. We'll handle the call at Main Street.
11K here. 211 is at the Bank of Arcadia, 253 Main Street.
In front, I guess.
Hands off! I'm sick!
Nothing that a night in the tank wouldn't fix, bub. Now, where did they go?
What happened? Two guys made off with about $1,000 in a paper sack. Bag says he saw him leave.
I'm right here, you know.
Not much of a witness.
Sir, you need to tell us where they went. Now.
They headed for the parking lot.
I was just back there.
I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
Jesus Christ! You just forced me into that, you piece of shit!
I need to be closer, Phelps.
I'm just annoyed that didn't get me anything. I was literally on top of him.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Okay. One traffic stop coming up.
Holy shit! I think everyone involved is dead.
Get out with your hands up.
March of Dimes campaign in Washington. Mrs. Truman and her daughter Margaret take part in the ceremonies at the Capitol by dropping theirs and the president's flag into the storied fossil. Miss Truman later made an appeal for contributions to the infantile paralysis fund drive to replace $7.5 million spent during the severe 1946 epidemic. And in New York, little Nancy Drury with the big cop was once a polio victim, but now she's the pin-up girl for the current campaign, seeking to raise $25 million. Little Miss Drury of Louisville, Kentucky, and her 6'8" escort see the job. At Radio City, thousands watch the ceremony, where they see 49 war hero homing pigeons, which symbolize the 48 states and the District of Columbia taking part in the drive. The keys to the city from Mayor O'Dwyer go to Nancy. Give to the March of Dimes. KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Looks relatively close.
go ahead.
Car 11K, ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the interstate.
What's the situation?
Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
We don't want any civilians.
Oh, right. Civilians.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Want to leave that one in the uniform? That's fine. We got
11K, go ahead.
Car 11K, ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the interstate bus station.
Nice.
What's the situation?
Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
We don't want any civilians. Stay in cover. Shit! He's on the lam. On the floor.
God damn it.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
Car 11K, ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the interstate bus station.
I think we're gonna try to
Beverly
car it.
Union. Code 2.
What's the situation?
Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
We don't want any civilian casualties. Throw out the guns.
Nailed him. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Shit! He's on the lam. On the floor.
He did. agency.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
What can you tell us about the travel tickets that you issued to the Steffens family?
Steffens. Let me see. Family of 5, I think. Trip by flying boat to Catalina Island. Tickets were issued last week and redeemed this weekend.
Here they are.
Steffens.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotions mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Usually.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Steffens family was at Catalina Island, their house burned down. Consider them lucky.
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize they won?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. I wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you...
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month, Joe back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Val,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids.
Christ.
All in bed from the looks of it. I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact would take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with the faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete now before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Do you want...
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
It's all more the same. It's basically a copy paste burned house model. You got the fucking car. That sucks. Plus a garage. Hon, did they curfew the fireworks? Pfft, never stopped me.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives, this is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travels, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. Been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. See him. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch up.
Stop! LAPD! Got an idea on the firework. Stop right there.
Get back here, you Freddy Krueger dressed motherfucker. Stop activating butt rubber banding.
Fire. We need to ask some questions.
This guy's... Of course.
You lousy piece of shit.
Alright. Get wood, I guess. Fuck.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're naughty, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession for you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
We knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Is there a game around here? Where's the fucking firehouse? I am so confused right now. Alright, well.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who
exactly is this guy Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut. You'll learn something about fires.
We came as soon as we could.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows we're all the bad.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Is the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Oh, looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, light your pilot, turn the gas.
Pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to Instaheat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Oops.
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Joe?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fighters. He's the kind of guy that would like for a lot of things. We don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Been a minute.
What the hell?
Brought it.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Generally speaking,
I'm going up to the lakes to watch the race on Saturday.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Yeah, hot cakes.
Could save all year and not be able to afford that. Two peanuts are walking down the street. One was assaulted.
I was married by a judge. Should have asked for a jury.
I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
Hey! Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
Okay.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Seat squirmer.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think. Some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Woohoo!
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Farley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad. guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. The housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This town is going straight to hell.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
Why not?
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
You want a face full of knuckles? Slow down. Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Barley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Oh.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. What was that?
That was a phone being put down, you idiot.
Gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed. Oh, that's the latest thing. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where's he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do. But my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
This is PC if I've ever heard it. You've got fucking wanted criminals, violent felons.
I was married by a judge.
Here.
Should have asked for a
Happy
jury.
now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick. Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Fucking Kropotkin. Ugh. Oh my god, he's a propagandist.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
By burning it the fuck down. That's all anarchists ever fucking do.
Take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Bingo.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racing?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favored choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Hey, fuck you.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps? Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Farley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded in the settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Shoot him.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
As far as the arson beef, yeah, sure. I'll go with that.
Would like to help you to secure their future. I'm there, Monroe. Here's a way to offer you every peacetime soldier's wildest dream.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. You say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Big Zamin boy. He's got that gunnery sergeant look about him.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
You literally can't.
Run all the way from Michigan Regiment?
Yeah.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're the same Reginald Farley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Boy, howdy. He sure can play these drums. Gene Krupa, right here.
Boy, howdy indeed. Oh, wow. I guess he didn't really catch on to the racket. Hey, fucko!
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
I don't believe
Hold
you.
it, Ryan. I said,
Bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Well, now you're fucking concerned?
I can't get a target that isn't there, Phelps. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
You gonna give up now, smart guy?
show me your hands.
He
Why
said,
did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other two guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit-and-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identified. KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit-and-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identified.
Oof.
Jesus Christ.
Notify the coroner's office. It's not often you get them this easy. Driver left his car behind and hoofed it.
Any witnesses?
None of them saw the crash, but by the blood, I'd say the driver can't be too far.
Did anyone see where the driver went? I saw a guy run up that alley. You seen a man covered in blood? We're chasing a hit-and-run suspect. Went to ground in the alley.
Just stay away from me, goddammit! I mean it! Get back!
Partner, think you got our guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing a hit and run here. Oh, fuck. You just killed him, Phelps. God damn. Tired of shooting him? You want to beat him to death now?
I only fell asleep for a second. I've never had any trouble like this before, officer. Never,
William
ever.
Shelton?
Oh, Christ. It's you. Look, you gotta believe me. I'm no criminal.
Wow. take it back. Phelps should have beat him to death. That's 2. Well, 1.5, let's say.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn thing.
I have 2 suspects. Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
I want to make homicide. You've got me.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Well, you see.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweep. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
God damn it. How? Fuck.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of their big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
That is exactly what you just said it was, you fucking idiot.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. Out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. Found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Oh, hang on. Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
I don't believe you.
We're done for now. So what happens? You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
You're kind of fucked. That man is a pile of bad decisions.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a stunt fee to get him dead.
So, you gonna see your married man again? I didn't deserve that.
There it is.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Brian?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Brian. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
The guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You'd just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Ah, there's the word. We got a certified commie.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Ah. We have an anarcho-communist with a grudge.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
You're a liar.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. Bad one, unfortunately.
Shit. It's cute when you try and build villages supposedly inhabited by Japanese
You're two
people.
blocks behind first and second. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
The doors are the exact same ones as in LA right now, and the surfaces are old brick. Lazy. Oh boy, this is creepy. I know exactly why that is being done, traditionally.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
What on earth did that
Find the goddamn.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that desk.
You drove me up to Mohammed.
against the wall.
You hear about Rancho Westcott?
Are we having a conversation, please?
Okay, fuck it. Get out.
I'm teasing you, Hirsch. Tell me about it.
The new housing development is a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers. Shit about Joe. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Stop giving me street crime during the middle of the conversation, you piece of shit.
They can make a claim to the department.
Okay.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
Be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Who? I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt it.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
What are you doing?
Prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
See it all.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
You got the wrong guy.
It doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fire?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
Sure, it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Yep.
Might fit, Paul, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Oh, God.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating pigs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me, and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps?
Nope.
I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. Things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You get this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around. Work the neighbors, see what they want. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
I swear, this town is...
You don't look like a fireman, Don.
Looks like the same model.
Fucking Farley.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you help me to find it.
Good job working with a crazy person.
I was married by a judge. Should have asked the jury.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere. Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive. LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Sure, Mr. Foreman. There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Huh. You said someone is knocking these houses down.
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Oh, look, he's shifty, this guy.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Oh.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Hold a piece of paper. It's complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields Developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
This town is going straight to hell.
This is so...
Let me through. I just want a quick look at all. I heard this is a triple homicide.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps.
sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over illusion.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Rancho Escondido, eh? Yep. Meow. Checked it out.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
Starting to really like Biggs.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a
mouth
fray.
son of a bitch.
Come on, then.
That's done. We're gonna have to pacify these poor saps.
Come on, then.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay.
Who's the burnt down fucking house?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal on fire?
I expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Oh!
If we're paying a visit to Alicia and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Oh, Biggs is fucking down.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We'd like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
I don't care.
Every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
I wonder how many more layers we gotta go through to get to this guy.
Like a cigar. Drink, boy.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs! We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
Terrible one. How can I help? I hope that's all.
Let me up. Fine, assholes. God.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using Waybill.
You have a wink tick, sir?
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. But I'm not familiar with that one.
Ugh.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
All over. Did you forget your face was on them?
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? You want to accuse them of murder as well?
Made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been reported.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Come on, Mr. Monroe.
Nah.
You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, Yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, bro. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boy. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. You think they'd vouch for the building without examining it? Yours, Fist. You have any suspects?
Not at liberty to say.
I didn't think. Contract. Suppose it could be any of them. I have a list of their names. If it is any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Glad to be of help, officer. Are you deaf?
What's the story?
Go
Any of these
away.
names ring a bell?
Muldoon.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
You're the reason, brother.
Your boss is a fine man.
Remember when Micky and his boys were shooting up the whole town last week?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
My sister's
Cole
always
Phelps,
been
badge
loving
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake?
Not even for that.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here?
I wouldn't give you the pleasure. But get around it.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about the boy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, boy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Get the message about Monroe?
Yeah, Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Rick. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Crud. Nail's gonna finish hitting this one. I guess I should probably stop. Oh, that's quality. Have a good one.